Poe Dunker says, copied / made better. Virtue Ace Lux X for the win. Sure, dude. I would not disagree with the fact that now that the smart parts and Lux family of markers are gamma guns, that they are better than they ever were before. Hey guys, it's been a week. Nice to see you again. First of all, I want to thank you. I'm at a loss for words with the support and the energy behind you guys. Just showing up in force. Watching that 170R review, I was so proud to have you guys enjoying the videos. Over 100 comments. I was so glad. I was humbled and at a loss for words. Thank you. Just thank you. It means the world to me. To add to that, I want to take some time after each review I make here, after each video, to just sit down, chat, go over what was left out of the review, read the comments, and answer important questions. Elaborate on what was sort of left in the air, and give the video some closure. And in this case, there is one big elephant in the room. And that's why did I upload in August of 2018 and just sort of disappear? I don't really have a good answer to that, other than it wasn't planned. It was a very important transitional period for me in my life, where a lot of things changed. I moved. I started taking up more financial responsibility. I started working an actual full-time job. And I also had some struggle at the field, what I would describe as some difficult relationships to keep with fellow paintballers at the field. It was just difficult to keep the videos going. I was a little burnt out, and of course there was the financial burden of this channel. This channel is actually quite expensive to keep up, to keep making videos for, and that was kind of difficult to do back then. I took the time to put myself together financially, and that's where we are now. So really, it can be summed up in life got in the way. I had to learn to life before I got back into making videos, and that took a bit longer than expected. I did try making an EMAC review, a GMAC review, a Dangerous Power E2 review, and I'll try those again, and they didn't come out as I wanted. I wasn't happy with how they turned out, and it was a consequence of other things related to what I mentioned earlier. So the good thing is that I'm more prepared to maintain this channel going, which is good news for everyone on board. So, to the comments. There were a few of you who challenged, or let's say commented, redundantly, my claims that DLX SP copied the Gamma Core. And I'd like to start off with those, so I'll indulge you guys, because I think it's important that we talk about this. It's one of the reasons I titled the video what I did. Nick Anderson said, "Oh no, he's butthurt that other companies use the same engineer." And Actual Dog went on to comment and have a discussion about the truth there, but the truth is, Nick, no, they did not use the same engineer. The engineer for the Gamma Core, as Axel said, was Jack Wood, and as Axel also said, John Chambers had some role to play in that design, but the design is attributed to Jack Wood, and they, over at Planet Eclipse, they just didn't patent the design, and SP exploited that. Why didn't Planet Eclipse patent it? I don't know. They probably should have, but what we do know is that the Gamma Core is a very unique design. There is nothing like it out there. And the operating principle it runs on, while it isn't unique, it's really hard to get right. So the NT had it, the Gamma had it, the DSR had it. And I'm not sure if the M3 Plus is a forward air spring operated return, but that operating principle, which we'll get into later because there is another comment, is what makes the Gamma unique. Poe Dunker says, copied / made better. Virtue Ace Lux X for the win. Sure, dude. I would not disagree with the fact that now that the Smart Parts and Lux family of markers are Gamma guns, that they are better than they ever were before. That is just a fact. So, yeah. It just proves that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. It's clear admittance by DLX and SP that their designs were inferior to Planet Eclipse's, which is kind of sad because, as we mentioned earlier, John Chambers sort of took part in the design of the Gamma Core with Jack Wood, and he went on to work at Dye and designed the Arc Bolt. If anyone had sort of permission or if anyone had ungranted permission to rip off bits of the Gamma Core, it would be John Chambers. But he didn't do that because you know why? Because he's an engineer, he's creative, he's an innovator. He made an Arc Bolt that would compete. He made the Arc Bolt that competes with the Gamma Core toe to toe. They're excellent spool vault markers. I love the DSR and I love the Planet Eclipse Gamma guns. So don't just no. The truth is that it's just kind of sad. The fact that the design was copied is kind of sad because I'm sure that some people at SP and DLX weren't okay with it. They want to be innovators. They want to win through creativity, not through imitation. And that's mostly why I'm not really cool with the copying of the Gamma Core. It's not because I have stake in Planet Eclipse or because I have something against SP. I just don't like that. It's not good for our industry to compete this way. It's good through creativity and innovation, and this is not innovation. This is imitation. So, just a thought. And there's just one last couple of comments by the same person regarding that issue, and we'll lay it down there. Greg Trahan, not sure how to say your name, sorry dude, says, haha, they copied it. Everyone is using an unbalanced blow forward twat. Let's not talk about the fact copying something is inferior. They have got the output pressure to 110, DLX down to 100 psi. Planet Gat's still way over that and nowhere near as comfortable. Okay, quite a passionate comment, so let's go to the first claim. Everyone is using an unbalanced blow forward twat. That's not true. Not everyone is using an unbalanced blow forward twat, but I know what you're trying to say, but unbalanced blow forward twats, okay, I'll be serious now. He probably got the term unbalanced blow forward from ZDSPB, where they basically define any marker with a bolt that travels forward with valve chamber pressure as an unbalanced blow forward. So how do you get those two? That encompasses a lot of markers. A lot of markers have their bolt advanced with valve pressure. The Ion, and by extension the Shocker RSX and XLS, they were unbalanced blow forwards, but they are nothing like the Gamma Core. The Proto SLG uses a mechanical sear, and it is still an unbalanced blow forward. The Gamma Core is unique. It's not an unbalanced blow forward, or at least it's not in a conventional way. It uses valve pressure to advance the bolt, yes, but it doesn't do it through the solenoid. It doesn't do it through a sear. It does it through a firing poppet inside the drivetrain itself, triggered by a switch. And the return is also using valve pressure. Once that IV shuts down, that closes that poppet, it shifts valve pressure rearward toward the bolt. So it's basically both a blow forward and a blow back. It's an operating principle called the forward air spring operated return, or air spring phaser, if you will. So the Gamma is unique in the way it works, and Dye, as I mentioned earlier, with John Chambers' Arc Bolt, that's another unique way of implementing this operating principle. You don't have to copy the Gamma Core to make a phaser work. And what SP did for their Gamma guns, because they are Gamma guns, is basically implement the exact same formula as Planet Eclipse did. And that's why it's blatant copying. it does it the exact same way with the exact same parts, pretty much. That's it. If you've made it this far, it means that you are one of the greatest supporters of the channel, because you're right at the end of the video. And I'd like to gauge you guys' thoughts on this. When the global situation sort of started to unfold, I got some time outdoors. You sort of got hints of that in the 170R video. I got a lot more into primitive hiking, implementing some bushcraft into that, and I've got a whole collection of bushcraft knives and stuff that I'd really like to create content on. So just something additional to paintball. I'm not gonna stop making paintball videos, of course. So let me know, you guys. Do you want to see knife videos like this? I'll probably do it anyway, but I'd like to know where you guys' interest is. If not, maybe creating content will expose a new audience to paintball. So it's something I want to try. So hope you guys will support me on that. If not, that's okay. I'll try to build it up from the ground up. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, night, afternoon, and take care. Really appreciate you guys.